Are you serious? You do not. Are you serious? What? There has been earthquakes, folks. Earthquakes. Look, Burma, 6.8, 13 dead, 25 injured, 40 missing. And this is just a week before President Barack Obama is going to visit Burma. Just think about that a minute. And, folks, I want to thank Reverend Gary for getting that to me. Also, there was a 4.3 earthquake in Kentucky. Are you serious? Kentucky? In Whitesburg. I used to live in Hazard for about 6 months years ago. Oh, and by the way, New Jersey has been awarded, the state of New Jersey has awarded Radiant with the RFID 5-year Emergency Management Solution contract. That's right. New Jersey has awarded a 5-year contract to Radiant so that they can produce RFID microchips so that they can use it for who? Homeland Security. I told you Obamacare, the date set for Obamacare for every citizen of America to have a RFID microchip under the Obamacare bill is March 23rd, 2013. That's the deadline. Now don't get freaked out over that, but because that deadline can change according to the discretion of the Secretary of Health and Human Services, which we don't know who that secretary is going to be yet, but we know they're going to work for President Obama. But they have to get the microchip in everybody no later than December 31st, 2017. And maybe that's why the contracts are starting to go out. Thank you, Stephen Kendall and others that telling me about this. This is not, we're going to talk about this tonight on our show at SNL. That's right, Sunday Night Live. You don't want to miss it. That's not all we're going to talk about tonight. We're also going to, maybe that's why we're going to talk about this. Citizens from 15 states have filed petitions to secede from the Union? What? What? And they're not all red states either. So don't go going off on the Bible-believing, Bible-thumping, evangelical right-wing preachers, because some of the states, the citizens of some of these states are in the blue. They're in the blue. Now look at this. And we're going to talk about it tonight. I want to thank my wife Heidi for getting this report to me. I want to thank Stephen of Oklahoma for calling me on the phone when I'm driving 90 miles to my church to preach. What? Way to get my blood boiling, Stephen. Way to go. But that's right. If you live in the states of, hang on one second. I want to get this. If you live in Louisiana, Texas, Kentucky, Colorado, that's a blue state. New Jersey. Well, maybe they're wanting out because of the RFID microchip. New Jersey. There's been petitions been filed by citizens of your state, lots of them, to the White House at whitehouse.gov. Also, petitions have been signed from people from New York and also from North Dakota. Also from the state of Montana, North Dakota, Indiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and even the blue state of Oregon. They want out. Want out of what? They want out of underneath. They don't no longer want to be under the government of the United States of America. This concerns me. This seriously concerns me. Now, these are not lawmakers. These are not states petitioning to get out of the Union like we had just before the Civil War under Jefferson Davis. No, but these are citizens that live in the states that are signing thousands of petitions to secede. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When the Tea Party thing started, my wife said, watching C, she said, they're going to start a Tea Party. We were shocked when they actually started a Tea Party. Well, I said 3 days ago, Heidi, it wouldn't shock me if we start hearing the state's lawmakers petitioning to pull out of the Union because of the forcing upon the American people, the Obamacare bill, which is totally unconstitutional, and the Blue Hats, the United Nations observers, sending in a group to observe our election. We don't like it. We ain't going to have it. We're not going to put up with it. So that's part of the problem. But we can't be a divided nation, folks. Really, we can't be doing this. We can't succeed. What we got to do is fix the problem. We have to fix the problem. Okay, now, and we're also going to talk, we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about the fact that Israel's firing warning shots into Syria over by the Golan Heights. Why? Because mortar rounds keep coming across the border from Syria. It's getting ugly. We're going to talk about that. And a lot of fish kills. You talk about fish kills. November 10th, a large fish kill, China. November 9th, hundreds of dead fish washed up in St. Peter's in Australia. November 8th, die-off spawning salmon. Thousands of them in Longfellow Creek, Seattle, Washington, in America. In November 8th, reported 13,000 dead deer in Michigan. What? 13,000 dead deer? What did Hosea prophecy say? What does it say in the book of Hosea? Because there's no truth. I'll read it. And that's why I wrote the book, the Hosea prophecy. That's why I wrote it. Hear the word of the Lord, you children of Israel. For the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there's no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of God in the land. And by swearing, lying, killing, stealing, and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish. With the beast of the field, 13,000 dead deer in Michigan. With the fowls of heaven, 5,000 blackbirds falling out of the skies in Beebe, Arkansas, New Jersey, East Texas, Louisiana, Kentucky, California, Ireland, Sweden, New Zealand, Australia, Brazil. Just keeps happening. The beasts of the field, the fowls of heaven, yea, and the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Folks, that's why we wrote this book, because when it all started happening 2 years ago, the Lord said, write a book, Paul, and tell the people that the Hosea prophecy in the Bible has begun, and it won't stop. Outbreak of anthrax has wiped out 50% of the antelopes. Where? South Africa. Large fish die-off has killed in the Shenzhen River. Where? China. Oh my Lord, have mercy. November 7th, fish kill found along a 7-mile stretch. Where? In Bradford Branch in Ohio. November 7th, a ton of seagulls mysteriously die. Where? Lake Nagar in Australia. November 6th, acres of fish ponds full of dead fish in China. November 5th, 500 dead pigeons suddenly fall from the sky in India. Also, November 4th, 700 water birds found dead along the shore of Lake Michigan. November 4th, thousands of cattle die in drought conditions in Zimbabwe. November 4th, 80 whales and dolphins beached along King Island, Tasmania. Paul Begley vocabulary. Dead. Also, November 3rd, 4,000 birds die. Where? Bangladesh. Also, November 1st, 84 sea turtles wash up dead in Egypt. Egypt! And October 31st, Halloween, 125,000 hens die of salmonella. Rarely weird. Where? Northern Ireland. We're going to talk about all of this. And that's why we wrote the book also on the Mark of the Beast, RFID. Mark of the Beast, RFID. Yes, the world leaders that are going to participate and no doubt play a major role. And it's already beginning, as we'll talk about. New Jersey signing a contract, going to start mass producing RFID for Homeland Security, for the people, for the evacuees. Are you serious? Don't miss tonight's show from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's tonight from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at my website, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Also, I'll put the link there. Also, if you want to listen to it on your cell phone, your Android, your iPhone, or whatever, you can go to blogtalkradio.com. There it is. Click on it, take you right there. The first 2 hours will be on radio. All 3 hours at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Don't miss it tonight. Veterans Day, we're going to talk about that too, in Jesus' name.